There are very few cases where someone else has been held legally responsible for another's suicide. The project will be done by Cost Construction out of Kansas and will expand the expressway from a 2-lane to a 4-lane highway. In an attempt to treat the symptoms of her stage 4 cancer, one woman ended up appearing at Madison County Courthouse Tuesday on drug charges. We are still in a winter weather advisory. Meteorologists are predicting anywhere from 3 to 7 inches of snow throughout that day. Good medical attention. We want freedom for our family. It's a new year and people are running out of excuses. They're hitting the Y at a record high. You can also be making a profit off of your old metal. After a tragic fire took the lives of 3 of the Clausen family's 4 children in late January, a devastated community in Pierce was left with the question, how can we help? They answered that through a silent... Dig this, new campgrounds for the Salvation Army, and the groundbreaking ceremony Wednesday meant more than business to one couple. But still, his problems are bigger than spilt milk.
A couple years ago, I was mad. I don't even know what I was mad about. And she goes, well, did you ever hear of the cup song? She got an empty cup and she was hitting her legs, hitting that cup on the ground. I can't even tell you what I was mad about, but I mean, it just brings me out of my mood.
Michelle Denny says her 19-year-old daughter, Ashley Mae Wabasha, has never gone so long without contacting anyone. After being reported missing Sunday, firefighters, police, and the Knox County Sheriff's Office have received leads from all over, even Kansas.
We hope she's not out here.
There's a lot of opinions and a lot of rumors, but there's just no evidence.
At this point, I think we've received so many leads that it's, she could be anywhere.
Santee Sioux Nation Vice Chairman Cameron Runnels says missing and murdered Indigenous women and men is a large national scale problem. But he's never seen it hit Santee. And he says he hopes trafficking isn't likely here. Other possibilities exist too.
One of the last times I seen her, it wasn't so great, because she was intoxicated. I worry about her because when she drinks, she can't handle it. My job is to protect her, and I feel bad because I can't.
Her father saying he's terrified something happened to her, while her sister hopes she's hiding since she was on probation.
I just want her to come home.
Dewana says she misses her more outgoing sister, who she's being mistaken for lately.
Honestly, she has a goofy attitude, huh?
Kids will listen to her over me. Like, if they want to go do something, they go ask her, not me.
I wrote to all my nieces today and I told them, contact your mom and dad every day and tell them where you at, because this is the hardest thing anybody can go through right now, not knowing where your baby is.
The Santee Sioux Nation Police Department says they'll continue to search every lead, whether that's hours or even months from now. The police chief saying he's confident it'll be sooner rather than later that they find her.
So have Ashley, if she sees this, contact your family, let them know that you're okay.
I have to be confident that, she's still around.
In Santee, Carolyn Conte, News Channel, Nebraska.
Out of nowhere, it was like a hurricane.
Well, it's sad, but we'll start again.
A severe thunderstorm downed power lines, ripped roofs, and crashed trees into homes in Tilden Friday night.
I just heard lightning and thunder.
Much of the community spent the day bringing food and help over to the Schaffers' home, where...
Last night we had some high winds come through and 2 trees uprooted, as you can see, and fell directly onto the house.
We were just walking around because there's a lot of wind and just a lot of stuff going on at that time. Then it just landed on our house.
Elsewhere in the neighborhood, where winds reached over 60 miles per hour, a historic church lost one of its oldest trees.
Sentimental.
And a power line ripped the breaker box out of KRISTINA GATIAN's home.
The tree's right over here. We saw it's anchored. We saw it come completely down. Hit the ground a couple times, come back up, and then it just fell. And then we watched these branches here fall, and then my barbecue picked up and flew away. And just hours after that devastating damage, it's already raining here again in Tilden. But fingers crossed, it won't cost the residents quite as much as the first storm. If it does, residents say they feel secure knowing their community will support them through anything. This is why we live in small town Nebraska.
About 50 players showed up at the LAN party Friday night, smashing it at games like Super Smash Bros. And Fortnite.
Unfortunately, the weather's kind of hampered us. We were looking at about 75, so we're down a little bit, unfortunately, but you know, you can't help what Mother Nature's going to bring to you.
Even with a low turnout, people were building the video game community.
I play every day, just grind levels. I kind of want to win like one of those computers up there.
The main reason why we kind of started doing this was just before COVID hit, but it was a great opportunity to get these kids out of their home, out of their comfort zone, bring them in a fun atmosphere, just to meet new people.
Hi. Actually, my friend Holly, you know, she's in Pennsylvania, and I don't know, it's a great way to network.
But not everyone was there just for recreation. Courtney Scott works full-time paying off her mortgage and bills as a video game streamer, defeating stereotypes.
When I was walking by, I heard, you know, she's like, there's a girl. It's really not common for girls, because I think it's looked down on, because you're supposed to be, you know, women.
Sexism doesn't stop her from crushing her virtual enemies, though. She recommends
you should at least try it.
In Norfolk, Carolyn Conte, News Channel, Nebraska. Thanks, Jeff. Glad to see we've got a little more time with this sunny weather, but while the skies are bright outside, they're looking pretty bleak for those in the healthcare. A rough rescue for a dog stuck in 5 feet of snow. And we have a new study from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and this is incredible. One man's trash is another man's treasure, but in this next story, it's goats that are the real winners, happily snacking on discarded Christmas trees. Stay tuned for other fire stories, including what artifacts people are finding in the Colorado Marshall fire remains.